How to pay your antique mall dealers or consignors in 30 minutes every time. If you have an antique mall, boutique, flea market, or consignment shop, you really need to have an efficient system for paying your dealers. Handling this process manually can take 20 to 30 hours for a small to medium-sized mall every time you pay your dealers. If you need to pay your dealers twice a month, you could end up spending an entire week of your time every month just to pay your dealers. AMS, or the Antique Mall Accounting System, has been helping small and large malls from 48 U.S. states and Canada for more than 28 years. Please watch this video for another 3 minutes and you'll see how easy it is to pay your dealers in about 30 minutes. We're not going into a lot of detail here in this video, but you can find a more detailed tutorial explaining the entire process. We're also not going to display all the reports and checks, but you can find links at the end of this video to get copies of the report. So let's get started. There are 7 basic steps, and only 5 steps if you choose not to deduct dealer rents from their checks. Step 1. Print Dealer Rent Balances Report. The Dealer Rent Balances Report will tell us if any dealer still owes us rent from the previous month. You will want to look for any dealers not set up with a current rent rate and for dealers with an outstanding rent balance. In this example, we can see that dealer MV08 still owes us $205. Step 2. Process automatic dealer rents. Each month you will need to bill dealers for their rent. Automatic rent process will automatically bill dealers based on their current rent rate. This process takes just a minute or two. You want to check and make sure that the rent date and accounting period are correct. You have the option to omit dealers from the rent process by unchecking them. When you uncheck dealers, you can see that the selected rent charges are reduced. Click the Process Rents button. The program will warn you if you're about to double bill your dealers. In this case, the system is warning us that one dealer is going to end up with their rent balance double. This is okay, but you would be concerned if a large number or all of your dealers end up with their rent balances equal to twice their normal rent rate. Before continuing, the system will display the number of dealers and the total rent charges. You will automatically receive rent transaction summary. You also have the option to print the rent invoice for each dealer. Step 3. Settlement process. This most important step gathers together all of your monthly invoices, deducts commissions, credit card fees, advertising fees, and finally calculates any rent deduction. Enter your settlement date, invoice date range, check the Deduct Dealer Rent button, and press the Process button. Processing only takes a minute or two. Step 4. Print the settlement report. Select your settlement batch, which should be the first batch in the list when you are printing the current settlement. Now click the Tag Unprinted button, then click the Print Tags button. You can omit some of the reports by unchecking the undesired report. After making your selections, click the Print button. In our example here, we print a total of 230 pages for 40 dealers. It takes about 11 minutes to print 230 pages using an inexpensive $90 Brother HL2240 printer. Step 5. Review your settlement report for accuracy. You should spend at least 10 to 20 minutes reviewing your report for obvious errors. Check to make sure that your total sales, rents, sales taxes, and commissions look reasonable and normal. Check to make sure that you're deducting rents, credit card fees, and commissions where you should be. Check to make sure that your new dealers have everything set up correctly. Check to make sure that dealers moving out have the correct rents deducted. Step 6. Accept and finalize settlement. This process just takes a few minutes. By accepting the settlement, you're marking the dealer's invoices as paid in order to prevent a dealer from being paid more than once. Step 7. Print the dealer checks. Select your settlement batch, which should be the first batch in the list. Now click the Tag Unpaid button. You can manually check and uncheck the desired dealers. After making your selections, click the Print Tag Checks button. Click Reset Check Date button and enter your next starting check number and change the check date if needed. Make sure your check stock is loaded properly and then press the Print All button. It takes about 45 seconds to print 40 checks, actually 14 sheets considering 3 checks per page.